Hello! Lady Retro back here on the wonderful server, and I am in my brand new mushroom farm. Yep. Nothing too fancy, just a bunch of hoppers under these slabs and carpets, some puzzle to plant the mushrooms on. I have been farming mushrooms for a future shop idea. It's gonna be good. But in particular, I have been farming the mushroom blocks, and the beautiful white ones I've already restocked the shop with. So we've got the beautiful white mushroom stem blocks on sale in the shopping district. And that is located within our brand new witch's hut. So there it is. This is my little witch's cottage in the woods that I talked about in the last episode. We've got that cave area that was there. I pulled this terrain down to make this cliff look even bigger than it was and made this tiny little house which goes under the mountain. It's got a little scraggly chimney, and here we go. This is the only little bit of witch's hut decoration and my mushroom farm. So, as you can see, I have been very busy since the last episode. And that's not all. I have been hard to work back in the farming district at our new villager farms. Yep, I didn't want to show these on camera because it's just something I copied off a tutorial. The farms, it's nothing special that I created or anything like that. Just a tutorial copy made to fit into my area. And I will link the tutorials that I used for both of these different farms in the description below. But we come over here, carrots and potatoes. Now the farm's finished. It's all just collecting. They'll have just individual, I can't even get back to that one anymore, individual chests that they go to. So what I want to do in this episode, or one of the things I want to do in this episode, is to get each of these farms connected up to the hoppers and the rest of these chests filled so that this thing is just working automatically and filling up chests. This way I've got the wheat field. Again, it just has its own chest back here, I believe. There we go, where it's going into. And I have not AFK'd yet. I finished these farms last night, I believe, and then this is like a whole 24 hours later. I've finally been able to get onto the server again because I've been working. And I'm back, so I will want to maybe just hang out around here. I'm thinking the farms will fill up quite a lot just from me building around the area. And yeah, I want to get these things linked up so we don't have to worry about them anymore. But we do have these doors to get to them when these walls are completed. So you can still get to the bowels. Again, this is the breeder. I've kind of made a bit of a mess of things back here because I was trying to get those farming villages out, but I haven't created a trading hall yet, so I just have some villagers like, look how many villages we have. And those are only the ones still in the water. I've got some back there and piled up on in minecarts, because I don't know what to do with them. So I want to get to work on a villager trade hall soon, but I don't think that's going to happen this episode. What I do want to get to in today's episode is a couple of things. Connect up those hoppers to the farms so that it all feeds in automatically. That's one thing. Another thing I want to do is to start laying out some walls and like areas for veggie patches or cattle farms or big wheat fields. This hill here, I believe, is just going to be one giant wheat field. But the main project that I hope to get finished in today's episode is this. And this here, my friends, is the Watermill. This is the site of the Watermill. I'm hoping to get this whole building finished and looking great in its surroundings in this episode. I've already started off by, I've cleared a few trees and laid it out. I've also made the path extend along this way. So you can see we're at this front entrance to the castle. These are the woods that I haven't terraformed and landscaped yet. Although I did add this tree, looking snazzy. So we come down here, and this is the watermill that provides, I don't know, grind stuff up. That's probably about it. But that's very, very important in medieval times, okay? Grinding. Anyway, I better sleep, or I will die, knowing me. Because if any of you have watched any of my videos before, it's pretty clear I'm terrible at PvP. Or PvE. Any form of combat, really. Or self-preservation. Those aren't my strong points. Building castles, however, I'm pretty okay at. I want to get to terraforming this bit too. This is a new area that I've kind of just started looking at and planning. But after last episode's huge landscaping job on the forest, on the other side of that forest, I need to take a break from that. So that's why I wanted to get back into structures today. So we'll do a little bit of farm work, redstone-y stuff. And most of that I probably won't show on camera, because I'm pretty bad at it. But I'll update you when we get done. And I want to make this structure. I want to make a beautiful fairy tale watermill. I can picture it already. It's going to be wonderful. Alright, wish me luck. Okay, so this is what I've got done so far. You can see I've just been working on the frame of this thing, getting the stone in there. Of course, I am going to get to work texturizing all of that bottom level. That hole that you see there, that is where the water wheel is going to come out of, so that's going to be just here. And I'm hoping to do something a little bit interesting with this to make it different than what you would usually see with a Minecraft watermill. Anyway, I'm going to get to work on this again, get a roof on here, get these walls looking good, and I'll be back with you once I've finished that. Okay, so right now I am currently just working on the frame of the roof, which is going to be cobble, but the rest of the roof is going to be with dark oak on the inside here. This building is turning out a little bit bigger than I expected, but I think what I'm just going to have to do is put a lot of greenery and a lot of trees around the outside of it just to blend it into its surroundings and make it not look quite as large and overbearing on the landscape. So as you can see, I've got the roof in place now and a few other details coming in, just getting the shape of this building looking lovely. And I'll pop down here. I'm really liking the vibes this is giving off down here. Definitely gonna have to landscape this and really make it fit in. I want it very green. And yeah, we've got this sort of different levels here because I wanted this hole to be around about here. I mean, to make it more realistic, I should probably put some stairs here, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that because I like the way that it looks currently, but I don't know, we will see. But yeah, that is coming along really nicely. Got a few other people on the server at the moment. And there we are. So I still haven't decided what to use for the walls. I'm trying to decide between mushroom block or maybe like a stripped oak. But I will get to that and start just making this kind of fit into its landscape a bit more. Get those details done in the walls. And then I can start with the water wheel here. So yeah, I'm gonna get that done and I'll be back. There we go. So that is the structure of the windmill all finished. I really wanted to be able to do this double wheel thing. So we've got this sort of area here that is sort of naturally formed lake in the middle of a river that goes out to the sea. So I'm thinking a lot of water would build up here. So we have two waterfalls that come in, and I'm thinking this was a natural waterfall, but the people who are here have figured out how to use it with the water wheel mechanics to grind things up inside and yeah, use it as a form of energy basically. So there we go. I'm really happy with how it's turned out, but don't get me wrong, it is not finished. I want to work on the surroundings to really blend this area in, add a few more details to the building itself, just make it really fit into this area. But I do want to take a break from that, and I want to head, let's fly over there, over to the windmill again, and head down and get those farms downstairs completely finished and all connected up. And here we are, guys. So this is just basically a copy of my other farming storage system that has my things like my slime farm collection, cactus, sugarcane, all that good stuff. It looks basically the same as this, just you know, made the details a little bit different, and the farms are all linked up. They should be working perfectly. So you can see this one here sorts it into seeds and wheat. And over here we have the carrots and the potatoes. So yeah, all really happy with that. It's all linked up, so I don't even really need to come back here. I've got the chests in on this side, but no hoppers or anything because currently there are no farms here. I might end up making like a beetroot farm, or I might decide to do something else. I'm not quite sure yet, but there is still going to be this path back here that leads all the way over to our villager breeder, which, by the way, I have had turned off while I've been working here because I have too many villagers and nowhere to put them. So I'm going to have to get to work on that trading hall soon. But yeah, this is it for now. I'm really happy to have all that redstone stuff done. I don't have to worry about it for quite some time, and those farms are definitely not going to come for a while. And I can focus on the building, decorating, detailing, and all that fun stuff here in the farmlands. So I have exciting plans for this area here and for this area here, which I'll do in later episodes probably. Oh, and this area here, don't forget this this monstrosity. But anyway, I'm gonna head back here because this corner is where I want to start for the farms. I might get started with the wheat now that I've got plenty of seeds stacking up in my farm. Or I might just be like laying out a few walls or terraforming or landscaping these cliff sides. Anyway, I'll definitely get to work on starting this in this episode, and I'm going to go back to the watermill and I am going to decorate it and cover it with beautiful greenery and make it just look really nice and settled into the landscape there. So yeah, I'm going to get to work. Alright, here we go. The completed water wheel. I absolutely love how this watermill came out. I think now that I've done like the decorations, got a bit more greenery into it, I've made this pond up here that the water comes from, I've got some more trees in, and all that jazz, and I'm really happy with it. I think it fits nice and snugly into its environment, and it looks really cute. The atmosphere as you walk towards it is really cool. I really like how it turned out. Coming through here, and here we have the town and the castle's watermill. So on the inside, I just tried to do like sort of a bit of machinery looking thing, cogs turning, and up here would probably be where whoever runs the watermill lives. Bunch of storage and stuff, things that are going to get ground up over here. And yeah, I really like the way it turned out. It's really nestled in the forest here. And you can see here, I have also gone ahead and started work on this cliff face here with a bit of a man-made stone wall, like crumbling stone wall look up the top. And now that we've got our villager farms working there and all completely connected up, I can easily just AFK and get a bunch of seeds all ready for this project. So yeah, there is the completed watermill. I really like how it turned out. It looks really cute. And I love that I managed to make this whole double water wheel thing work out. It was a bit of a struggle for a while, but I really like how it ended up. Okay, so after a little bit of time AFKing over by my villager farms, I've got a fair few stacks of seeds. This isn't going to get me this whole thing done, but hopefully I'm in close enough range for those to keep working, otherwise I'll go back in AFK again later. And I am going to get started on laying down some of these wheat fields. So I thought I'd do a really quick time lapse whilst I get these wheat fields going. So all I'm doing is hoeing the ground and sowing the seeds, and while I do that, I wanted to talk about my future plans for the rest of this Fairy Tale Kingdom build here on the Jancy Patreon server. So, as you might know, I have sort of sectioned my area off into different districts. So we've got the main castle area, of course. We have this area here, which I'm working on now, which is the farming district. I've got a first village, which I did off camera before I started doing these videos. And I've got the woodlands area. So what I want to do is to get those areas finished, because I have a future plan that is going to be really awesome. Now, I know that I haven't really been showing a lot of the actual building on camera with you guys. It's just I've been trying to get a lot of stuff done, and it's a lot faster for me that way, just to show bits and pieces and updates and things like that as I get stuff done. However, when I start this new area, which is going to be a merchant city, a sort of dockside, bustling, busy city, but still within this Fairy Tale Kingdom vibe, of course, and they are ruled by the castle, or the people in the castle. Anyway, that is going to be a project for the future. In the next few upcoming episodes, I am going to be working on this farming district, on the couple of areas that I pointed out earlier in the episode that I wanted to work on, and just get this whole area finished off before I go and start that brand new project of the port city over in the plains biome. Anyway, let's get back to the rest of the video. And that is our last seed. I am going to run around with all of this bone meal and try to get some of these crops grown up, because I hate the fluoro green color. Oh, I've missed a spot there. And then when I'm done with that, we can have a fly around and see what this farming district is looking like. Alright, so I'm starting to see the farming district come together. So I am going to, between episodes, hopefully finish just that hill there off. I'll have to AFK for more seeds because I've used them all up. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. I'm really happy with what we got done. We've got all those villager farms finished and connected up, farming carrots, potatoes, and wheat. And we've got the start of this wheat field up here. I want to add a few more decorations around it and everything, just try to make it look a little bit nicer. And then, of course, we can't forget the beautiful watermill that I got done in this episode. Really happy with it. I know I've said that a million times, but I'm just glad it turned out like I was imagining in my head. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for me today. Thank you so very much for watching this video. I really appreciate all of the support and love on the channel so far. Leave a like if you enjoyed this episode. Of course, subscribe if you're interested in seeing what I build next. And leave me a comment for any tips, tricks, or ideas for the future. Thanks again for watching. See ya!